Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here with another bait and switch episode of XCOM: The Long War. That's right, now that we have She Who Shall Not Be Named in the tube and training to become a full-fledged Master Scion, the promise of a temple ship assault dangles before you with each and every episode, tempting as the fruit of the Tree of Knowledge. And every time you listen to that talking snake Shia LaBeouf, and he convinces you to make a grab for that fruit, I roll up in my Sky Ranger, slap your hand away, and banish your ass from my garden with another small UFO mission. It's a pretty scumbag move on my part, admittedly, but it's a new episode every day, so at least I keep letting you back into the garden each morning. I mean, it's not like I'm stationing Sean No Angel Pen at the gate with a flaming sword and orders to keep out the riffraff or anything. Besides, if I banned the riffraff, it'd be pretty damn lonely here in the garden. And also pretty damn boring, because sitting around watching kudzu creep up a tree trunk is about as fun as a Michael Bay summer blockbuster. And I'd rather eat heaping spoonfuls of rat poison straight from the box than catch a Michael Bay summer blockbuster. A statement that's a total lie. I've actually admitted on more than one occasion to owning every Transformers movie on DVD and having watched several of them more than once. I'm, what can I say, a deceitful scumbag, because to date I have not yet eaten even a single spoonful of strychnine from a box. So, you know, let's just set my deceit and dichotomous behavior aside for a moment and get to work on our mission here. Now, I do want to head up to Mission Control and start scanning so I can be sure and disappoint you with something other than a temple ship mission as quickly as possible. I mean, yeah, shut up, Dr. Shin. It wouldn't really be a bait-and-switch operation, of course, without the switch. If I actually just delivered what I promised, it's more just an advertised sale at that point. But before we do get to scanning, it occurs to me I've gone 244, 245 missions, and I have not built a ghost grenade. And I was thinking over the temple ship stuff the other night. From what I remember on the vanilla playthrough, there's a lot of places in that map where a ghost grenade really would be very, very handy. So I'm going to try and build one here, assuming I can find it on the list. Anybody see it? Am I just overlooking it? No? Where you at there, Ghost Grenade? Come on. Hey, Dr. Shen, why don't you go grab your laptop, buddy, and see if you can find a part number on this for me? Help me track it down. Maybe get a catalog and get us the SKU so we can order this shit. Where the hell is it? Ghost Grenade definitely living up to its name. It's fucking invisible. There it is. There it is. Ghost Grenade. Okay. So we want to build at least one of these, possibly two. 30 Illyrium. That's a lot. It's going to take 8 days. Ideally, we want this finished before that reflex cannon. This 5 days is sort of my hard limit for the temple ship. Well, that's assuming Lindsay Lohan can... Oh, shit. That's assuming She Who Shall Not Be Named succeeds on her training, and there is no guarantee on that. Of course, she has failed once, which by the gambler's fallacy tells us that she is due and almost certain to succeed, but... what if we build it quickly? We can't. What if we build one quickly? Okay, we could do that. We could build one quickly. It's going to take 4 days, so it would be finished before the reflex cannon. I think we'll do this. Let's go for this. Let's go for the ghost grenade. We'll get that started. We'll leave Dr. Shen alone. Thanks for the help with the catalog there, buddy, by the way. I'm going to have you send me a list of those part numbers in Excel spreadsheet form as quickly as possible so that that never happens again. But let's get to scanning, then. We can get the switch part of our bait and switch completed. This is where I offer you the discount model and then remind you that there is another model available for a significantly lower price because we're sold out of the model that I advertised. Tay Diggs has succeeded in some psychic training. Fantastic. We're well pleased with Tay's performance. He had a pretty good chance of completing that, so no surprise that he would succeed. That's likely earned Tay his spot on our temple ship assault team. We have been sort of holding him back in hoping that he would come of age, as it were. The little groove injector has finally grown up. I could... Fuck. I was going to say something not so nice about Tay Diggs, but now it's completely slipped my mind because I don't... My salt levels, not the temple ship. Can't help but notice training not finished. Fuck. Well, I said her name, so of course I jinxed it. There was, as soon as I said Lindsay Lohan, there was no chance we were going to get to her training. Just no chance. It was a guaranteed jinx. As soon as I said her name, it was a fucking mortal lock. On the plus side, we could potentially shoot this fucker down. So that's what we're going to go for here. Eggs, we would like you to completely explode this piece of shit. I want you to blow it out of the sky, sir. Just make it be gone.
We're in pursuit.
All right, let's see how we do here. All right, eggs. Well, it's not looking too good, old man. Oh, abort. Abort. Oh, you've got to be kidding me, eggs. Oh, you son of a bitch, eggs. You piece of shit bastard. He shot it down. We wanted you to blow it up, eggs. Why is it that every time we want them to shoot one down, they fucking blow it up? And every time we want them to blow the son of a bitch up, they fucking shoot it down. I've had about enough of your nonsense, pilots. Really, it's getting very irritating. Very irritating, pilots. So now we have a 25-man abduction mission. This is going to be a fucking delight. Honestly, I think we probably would have faced fewer troops if we had just let this piece of shit land. I really do. Alright, well, let's put together a team. Now, this is going to be an interesting trick here. We have a fairly difficult mission. This had some reasonably tough units on it. And the problem, we don't really have good teams available. I mean, anybody who we would really want to take on the mission is sidelined with either psychic training or is on reserve for the actual Tempa ship assault. So, a Tempa ship assault? Apparently we're going to Arizona and we're going to assault a fucking marina on Lake Havasu, Arizona. That being said, I'm actually not sure how far Lake Havasu is from Tempe, but it was the best I could do for bodies of water in Arizona. I mean, it's fucking mostly desert. I guess I could have gone with Lake Mead, but I know that's nowhere near Tempe, so it seems even less appropriate. Lake Havasu occupying a somewhat Schrodinger-esque position in my mind, since I haven't ever looked at an atlas for Lake Havasu. I don't know specifically where it's at. Anyway, that's enough physics thought experiments for the day. We can't take Rihanna. I would love to take a sniper, but we can't take Rihanna because we're going to need her for the temple ship. She's our temple ship sniper. We really don't have quality troopers available for this shit. Charlie Sheen is even out. Jesus Christ, what do we have for assault troopers? We got, well, we can't take Sir Sidney or Miley, and I think they're it. Alternatively, we could take someone who's injured. Or we could take Nick Terminator Stahl. I should really probably look at my other mission options, though, before I get totally geared up and trying to find a assault trooper. We need other stuff first. We got infantry covered, because that can just be Hugh Real Steel Jackman. Do I want to take Penelope Cruz if I'm taking Hugh Real Steel Jackman? I mean, Penelope Cruz is bad. There's no two ways to slice that. She is not good. If I could get away with taking 2 gunners, I would do that instead. Nicki Minaj, of course, and Joss Whedon are going to be our team for... They're a temple ship team. Is it the Moose? No, it's Nikki. So we could do Moose and Megan Fox here. All right, we can perhaps do this. We've got an outside chance here. All right, so we do have to have somebody lead this mission, and I think the right man for that job is Hugh Real Steel Jackman. I would follow the Wolverine into battle, into day, in night. I would follow him into darkness. I would follow him into light. Pretty much, I just have a huge man crush on Hugh Jackman, and I'd basically do whatever he told me. If you got Hugh Jackman and Michael McConaughey in the same room, and they told me to do stuff, I'd pretty much do anything. I'd go full on Anakin Skywalker murdering younglings for no reason if Michael McConaughey and Hugh Jackman asked me really nicely. I probably would. So Archangel Armor, Plasma Rifle, Scope, Laser Sight, blah, blah, blah. Standard kit out for one of our infantry troopers. Let's get Team Gunner then. So, you know, this will give opportunity. We'll get old Megan Fox and a nice little going away present. Hopefully, at any rate, a going away present. For Taylor Mooslautner and Megan Fox. They've been fantastic troopers for us. We have no complaints about anything they've done during their storied careers, and they truly are storied careers. I mean, this chick's been on 33 missions. That's no mean feat to go out against the alien menace 33 times and come back alive every single time. So, Plasma Dragon, Alloy Bipod, Scope, Laser Sight, that's got Megan Desert Fox sorted. Her last chance here to prove that she truly is the unacknowledged descendant of Erwin Rommel, the Desert Fox himself. Taylor Mooslautner, of course, always willing to stand bodily between us and the enemy in order to thwart him with his massive bulk. We're going to give him every opportunity here. Mobility build, of course, for Taylor Lautner, so he's going to be rolling with Titan Armor, a Plasma Nova gun, Scope, Laser Sight, high-capacity mags. It's got him sorted. What else do we need? We got to have a scout, and we got to have an assault trooper. Scouts, Tara Reid and Jane Smith, both spoken for. We're going to need them for that temple ship assault. There's no two ways to slice it. Miley Yeah Cyrus and Sir Sidney Portier. Can't really afford to spare either of them. Do I want to take Charlie Hunnam or do I want to take Tiger Cougar Woods on the temple ship assault? That's actually a pretty interesting proposition. I think Charlie Hunnam might actually be the right call. He's not quite as quick. He does have a much higher willpower, which is going to be very important in the temple ship. A little less health, 1 higher defense, and 2 higher... You know what? Arguably, that's a coin flip. It really is. It really doesn't matter which one we take. I think, though, I may take Charlie Hunnam instead of Tiger Cougar Wood. Mostly it's because of the willpower. 7 willpower difference, and that's not insignificant, but I'm counting my chickens before they hatch here. I really should just knock this shit off and put together a team for this mission. Let's not look past an opponent, folks. I mean, this is a 25-man abduction mission. It's not like we're pairing up to, you know, play this week against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We can't be looking around these guys. We got to look at what's on our plate. For scouts, we don't even have an Anna Big Guns gun level of scouting. Jesus Christ, we're in dire straits. So I guess Madonna Lady Grey Saccone is going to get the call here. It's been a real long time since Madonna's done anything for us, like forever. I think she's gone on perhaps 1 mission that she got wounded on, and we never took her out to do anything again. Good defense Madonna has. Her aim is somewhat substandard. We're going to give her a side grenade just on the off chance I get an opportunity to throw one. You know what? I immediately rescind that. No, I don't. Never mind. I was going to say I'm going to give her a chem grenade instead, but now that I think about it, I don't care about capturing any of these fuckers, so I'm not even going to take an arc thrower. Just side grenade, chem grenade, battle scanner. And that's got Lady Grey locked and ready to go there. Assault Trooper. This is going to be bottom of the barrel assault here. Now, we could take Charlie Winning Sheen and wound him, which has some interesting possibilities. If it's just a fatigue wound, he wouldn't be out of action too terribly long. Our other option would be to take Nick Terminator Stall. I don't think Nick is he's just not high enough rank, and we really are going to need a decent assault trooper here. So I think taking the fatigue Charlie Winning Sheen is the right move. I'm gonna go with this, even though it could be the wrong move. But if he only suffers a light wound, arguably his fatigue time and his repair time at this point, his recovery time, should be pretty damn similar. So it's not going to put him out of action much longer than it would have just sending him on the mission. And again, we're going full on no capture mode here. Archangel Armor, Reflex Cannon, Walker Servos, Breaching Ammo, Shredder Ammo. That's got him sorted. What else do we need here? We need a medic and an engineer, I believe. Yep. Alright, let's find ourselves a medic. We've got options. Actually, medic, the one thing we can sort of play around with a bit. Do we have a psychically powered medic? We do. We have Justin Scarecrow Bieber. Bieber is not going to be our medic on a Temple Ship Assault. That job is always John Leguizamo's. It was always the Rat. Always. So we're going to go with a little bit of Titan Armor or Vortex Armor. Now, the Vortex Armor actually has some interesting potential here. Specifically, I'm sure it means that Justin Bieber will get killed and not bring the armor back. But you know what? No, that's better suited. That armor is actually better suited on our engineer. Titan Armor for you, El Bibre. Sorry, buddy. You thought you were going to get a dash around looking all cool in the skin-tight pants, but it's just not going to happen, son. It's just not going to happen. Plasma Carbine. Actually, Bieber's aim is reasonable. Let's go for the full-on plasma rifle since El Bibre is already pretty slow. And we'll go for the more mobile build here with our engineer. Can't be Kesha. Kesha is our Temple Ship Assault engineer. I would prefer it not be Jesse Tool Pusher James, in all honesty. Actually, you know what? I think Kristen Stewart has a lower aim. That's actually a tough call. They have very similar psychic abilities. Kristen Thousand Yard Stewart has higher willpower, slightly less aim, and more health, whereas Jesse Tool Pusher James has less health, more speed, slightly lower will. It's the speed thing that's a big deal. Also, Jesse's aim is better. Let's take the Deadeyes herself. Kristen's soulless fucking pit gaping stare could creep the shit out of, oh, I don't know, somebody who's pretty creepy. Let's say, what's the guy that was in Willard? Was Marty McFly's dad? Crispin Glover? Yeah, her stare could creep out fucking Crispin Glover. So, you know, pretty goddamn creepy. Let's give her Vortex Armor, Plasma Carbine. I don't think we're probably going to need all those grenades. Let's give her a Battle Scanner instead. And then we were going to take El Tigre on the Temple Ship, but now that I think about it, and Charlie Hunnam has made Master Sergeant, I really think it's probably a better gig for the Humminator. Old Raleigh Beckett himself. I mean, he's been in that kind of situation before. He knows how to pilot Gypsy Danger in the best and worst of circumstances. So we're going to go with El Tigre. He'll be our mech trooper on this unit then. So Defender, little particle cannon, of course. Tiger Woods definitely compensating for something, but we'll just leave that unsaid. Electropulse, Illyrium Turbos is probably fine. You know what? Let's go with tactical sensors actually for this mission. Tiger can throw proximity mines 8,000 miles with Grenadier and Bombard. And that's our team. So once again, I have switched it out on you, and I do hope that you'll bear with me through my whole bait and switch process. Really, it's not intentional, I assure you. We legitimately got sold out of the proffered sale item. I have a reasonably priced alternative, and I didn't intend to bait and switch. It's just, this is all I got, folks. I'm out of stock on what you actually came to see, which was a Temple Ship Assault. They're back-ordered. What can I say? We're waiting. But let's begin the assault.
We're heading to South
Operation
Africa.
Forgotten Jester, a perfect
fast.
description of Shia McBuff,
like the
the Forgotten Jester of Hollywood.
Except
Except for the fact that he's not funny, and we can't seem to forget him for any reason. So I guess it's completely inappropriate for Shia McBuff. It'd actually be more appropriate for, like, Dane Cook, who is legitimately a Forgotten Jester. I mean, arguably, he also was never funny, so maybe it's less appropriate for Dane Cook as well. But I'm sticking with the Dane Cook thing. If you said Forgotten Jester and we did like a word association thing with a celebrity name, Dane Cook is the one that comes to my mind. Wow, Tony Scott's going all out on this aircraft porn. Did you see the leaves flying there? Very dramatic. Very tumbleweed through a gunfight at the Old West. Very newspaper through the subway in the Matrix kind of sentiment working there. I do not like this map at all. Have we ever played this map?
Affirmative, Big Sky. Strike 1 is free to engage hostile targets at the crash site.
I don't think I've ever played this map. I'm almost positive, actually, that we have not played this map. Alright, so this is going to be an interesting challenge. The XCOM Long War gods are not fucking taking it easy on us here. They're really trying to make us work for it. So let's sort of scout around and see what we can see. It looks like we have a reasonable lane of approach here through this sort of open area. Let's come at it from that angle. Lady Grey, if you would, why don't you take a little skitter-scatter over there? And you have an abundance of battle scanners, do you not? You do. Good. Well, let's begin deploying those then and see what we can see.
Eyes in the sky.
We have Mechtoids, Ethereals, so some reasonably powerful foes on this map. And I hear the battle music, which means Madonna's battle scanner has revealed at least one enemy unit. What is it and where is it? Chrysalids! Very interesting. Been a goodly while since we've seen a chrysalid. I'm quite glad that Madonna was able to suss those out before we stumbled onto them. So Charlie Winning Sheen's going to take up a position here. We're going to go into Overwatch. And what we're going to do is get the whole crew into a firing solution this turn, and the next turn we will likely have our sniper go ahead and we didn't bring a sniper, did we? Yeah, we didn't bring a sniper. I'm dumb. All right, then. So, forget I mentioned the snipers. Snipers were never on the table for us. We pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. He's really, really not that important. What I was meaning to say is that we would get troopers in position and try and pop them with a well-placed grenade from old Tiger Cougar Woods. Not even sure LT Gray is going to be able to get it done for us. We're going to have to take a very aggressive forward movement here with LT Gray, and I really hope this doesn't pop the pod. We should be okay. Unless he paths badly, this should be alright. Okay. And now that he's in that position, we can sort of count tiles so we'll know precisely where he needs to be. LB Bray, buddy. You know what, LB Bray? We're going to put you back there just to be abundantly safe. And Huge Axeman, let's get you in a forward firing position as well. And we should see nothing out of Team Alien because those chrysalids are unspawned. They may move slightly. Oh, here they're just coming straight at us. Okay, so they're just coming straight for us. They're not fucking around. We should be getting some Overwatch here at some point. Charlie Sheen with a nice miss. I don't even think that guy had lightning reflexes. I think Charlie Sheen just straight up fucking whiffed it. On the plus side, however, the aliens are making our job easy for us. The chrysalids really moving to make things simple. Is that a cyberdisk? Sounds like a cyberdisk. Did that sound like a cyberdisk to you? It sounded like a cyberdisk to me. Pretty sure it's a cyberdisk. So, you know, we'll keep eyes open. But the chrysalids are going to make our job somewhat easier. So we're going to eliminate 1, 2, 3, 4, first 5 of our 25 potential foes right here on this turn. We're going to start things off with a nice little proximity mine, which we will likely detonate with a lovely, lovely grenade from the delightful and talented Kristen Stewart. Let's just center it right on that guy's head.
Proximity mine.
And if you would, lovely and talented Kristen Stewart. Now, please, Kristen, let me remind you, for the nonce, you have multiple items in your backpack, one of which is a grenade, the other is a battle scanner. In this instance, Kristen, please throw the one that explodes, not the one that blinks red and says not a weapon. We don't want you to throw that one. Throw the weaponized variety. There you go. That may be our highest damage grenade to date. That was a shitload of damage. That was like 70. That was a ton of damage. Alright then, so this chrysalid is pretty much effed. Let's see if we can get kills on him and still have plenty of Overwatch available for the possible invading chrysalid. I'd prefer to not have to use double tap if I don't. Charlie Sheen, your Overwatch will be completely ineffective, so why don't you go ahead and take this shot. 99% to hit, that's pretty good. 10 damage and a shred, that'll do, pig, that'll do. Let's not have Megan Fox. How can these guys also, by the way, not see that guy? That seems very unusual. McBeef, you'll get to go on Overwatch even if this misses, or if it hits. I was playing the odds and assuming you'd screw up. You're going to be on Overwatch either way, though, because you didn't move. Which is fine with us. That's Overwatch for Real Steel and the rest of the team, then. Let's see if we can get eyes on that cyber disc. Alternatively, we may take a small advance with K-Stew and have her pitch one of the non-explodey kinds and see if she can track them down for us.
New contacts.
Or it could just come flying off the fucking roof. That's also a thing that might conceivably happen. We got a lot of Overwatch fire going out, and that's a pair of cyber discs. That is a problem. Alright, so we have a pair of cyber discs on Overwatch, one of which is an elite cyber disc. No hit on the drone there for Sean Penn. It's not that bad, Sean. This is actually pretty approachable. Giant McBeef wasting some ammo. Actually, ammo may present itself as something of a problem. Madonna gonna take a... Yeah, that's not a surprise. We all noticed Madonna. It's not really that big a deal. All our Overwatch is played out. These guys being bunched up like that may not be... may prove to not really be that much of an issue. First off, let's have Madonna go ahead and pull this Overwatch out for us.
That's affirmative.
We're all comfortable with this. So some lightning reflexes here. Even if Madonna gets shot in the head and killed, I really don't care. Okay, she got hit, not killed. This is why we don't really trust Madonna to do stuff. She can't even run a double pair of Overwatch without getting herself all fucked up. Is there any way you can actually hit these guys with that? And the answer to that question is no. So we were hoping to reduce their armor with a nice little grenade, but such is not to be. Alright, where is Tiger Cougar Woods? El Tigre, we're going to need your fire support abilities, and we could potentially run you up there and EMP those sons of bitches. If you could do both in the same turn, we would absolutely have you do that, but I don't think it's in the cards for us. So let's go with a proximity mine right there. And then we're going to have K-Stew just go ahead and reposition and likely detonate that as well. No, we don't want Madonna to go. K-Stew, let's make sure you can throw one that far before we... Yeah, we're going to need to get K-Stew possibly a little bit closer. Not because it's going to be out of range or anything, but simply because we would like to get more damage out of the grenade itself. Now, that leaves Kristen Stewart with no cover at all. I can't say I'm a huge fan of that plan, so instead let's put her behind this log. Now this makes some problems for us regarding grenades. These cyber discs will throw grenades, and at this point, this late in the game, the grenades do a not insignificant amount of damage, so they are a reasonably serious threat to us. Frag out from K-Stew. Yeah, we got plenty of damage. Okay, we should be okay here. This should all be a handleable problem. And not that handleable is an actually word, but that's what I'm going with. So, a shot and a hit from Taylor Lautner. The Moose cannot go 2 for 2, but he did hollow target that. Oh, shit, that guy has reactive sensors. Well, that's a problem. Taylor Moose Lautner getting luckier than any human has a right to be, although we all already knew that based on the path of his career. Now, the plus side here, we do have a stability gunner in the personage of Megan Desert Fox here, and Megan Desert Fox has double tap, so she would be able to theoretically kill both of these targets. That's one down. And I have every reason to assume the double tap shot is going to finish off his little cohort there. It is indeed going to be a kill. Nice damage, by the way, as well, Megan Fox. Well played, man. Well played. Alright, so Megan Fox getting some fine work done for us here. And Real Steel, what can you do? Probably enough, if we're honest. That was not exactly what we were hoping for, Real Steel, but I suppose we'll have to learn to deal with disappointment. At this point, we should be real fucking good at it. because we've been disappointed a lot. A lot. Madonna? There you go. Madonna, patching things up with a nice little kill to end the turn. And we're going to reload then and take a little bit of a consolidation turn. Ammo supplies are low because we've shot all of it. Also, wouldn't be a terrible idea to have old Doc Bieber there patch up Madonna. Now, I do want to warn you, Bieber, just be a little careful when in the presence of Madonna. She's real prone to kissing people who don't necessarily want her, you know, to kiss them. It's like an ambush kiss sort of tactic thing. She's like an ambush reporter, but with a lot more tongue. I'm told Kanye was quite displeased when she did it to him, and possibly one of the reasons why Kanye was killed, it may have been suicide over his enduring guilt from having had Madonna's mouth on his. And I gotta say, that's... Well, suicide is not really good and not something you should consider, and if you are considering that, please seek help. But, you know, if Madonna ambush kissed me... While I don't support his decision, let me just say I can understand it. Also, Madonna, you're like 70. Don't just run up and kiss strangers with tongue. That's not fucking cool, bro. Not cool, bro. So I hear a Mechtoid. We've killed 10 aliens, which means we've got 15 left, probably 3 pods. I'm going to assume we've got sectoids and mechtoids in one of those pods, and then what sounded like floaters and possibly an ethereal. I mean, we know there's an ethereal on the map, and we just heard the floater giggle, so... I call it a giggle. It's really more of a chortle, but that's getting a little bit odd for me, a little bit Lewis Carroll, if you will. Little known fact, Lewis Carroll actually invented the word chortle. It's a portmanteau of chuckle and something else. He did that a lot in that poem. Of course, that's the Jabberwock, which Lewis Carroll wrote.
I'm on it, Commander.
Anyway, let's enough poetry references. Give me a battle scanner in here so I can see what the hell's going on. K-Stew, 1,000 yard, if you would. Can you arc that up any? Yes. That looks like actually a pretty good spot for it. We need some place to come at this vessel from. We really have no idea what the layout of this is like. I have not seen this map since vanilla. It looks like it's the back end of a... I want to say a harvester, but it's clearly not. But it looks like the back end is just completely destroyed.
Let's take them out.
Could this be the ship responsible for the attacks taking place during the alien abductions?
You seem surprised by that, Dr. Valen, and I'm not entirely sure why you would be. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, Dr. V, but, oh, fuck, what do I know? Alright, so let's take a look at what Megan Fox's shots are like. Megan Fox's shots are very good. She could straight up kill this guy with a hit. We're gonna go for the long shot for old Meg. Oh, come on, Megan. Damn it. Oh, you have the double tap, huh? You know what? We're gonna revisit that. It depends on who else is gonna be able to get a hit here. I have to assume Madonna will not. Is there any cover she could possibly occupy?
Moving out.
We have a problem here. Grenades, of course, are an issue. You know what? I am gonna... we could alternatively mine Frey or Panic. We do have some psychically active troopers who could bring a little backup if we need it. Charlie Winning Sheen, of course, not one of those psychically active troopers, nor is LT Gray. We only have... okay, so Bieber is the only game in town as far as psychic powers go. Alright then, well that makes this decision easy. We're gonna have Madonna go ahead and holo target this guy. We always expected that to miss. We knew it wasn't gonna hit. We were more interested in the holo targeting. Taylor Moose Lautner, we're going to have double up on the 56%ers here. Miss one. I got to assume it's going to be miss two then. Well, he actually got one hit, it looked like. Did not fantastic, but at least some damage. We do have Charlie Winning Sheen on the ball. Megan Desert Fox, we're going to have try and finish off her lingering foe, which Megan did with aplomb. Look at the fucking 21 damage critical. With some serious authority, the delivery there from old Megan Fox. Tiger Woods with a frankly unsurprising miss. That's, yeah. Well, I said unsurprising and I meant it. I don't know if old Charlie Sheen is going to have a shot from here. May not have a shot from here. I'm going to take a more conservative move with Charlie just to start things off. See what his shot is like. He actually does have a shot. Not a fantastic one, but one I'm willing to take. Especially if we're just going to end up panicking this guy anyway. Which is looking more and more likely.
Negative damage.
Is it just Bieber? It's just Bieber left. Alright, no way El Bieber gets the kill on that guy, so we're going to go for the Psy Panic. Only 75% Bieber? You're right, Bieber. We are in for a world of hurt, and that's entirely your fucking fault. You're the reason we're in for a world of hurt, Bieber. Specifically, that panicky fucking failure that you just threw at the enemy, that's some serious bullshit, sir. So LT Gray getting cracked for 4. Our sincere hope would be that this guy would also go for... Oh, he flew high. That's very lucky for us. Thank you for being an idiot, sir. We appreciate you and all the ridiculously stupid things you've done in your life and or career. Has had only positive benefits for us. I can't help but notice that everyone is flanked, but that's, you know, largely due to that asshole. Megan Fox has the 1 target. We're going to take the shot. This is likely going to generate a kill. It did, in fact, generate a kill. So everyone is happy with those results. K-Stu, we're going to keep you for an emergency panic. Charlie Sheen, who can you see? That guy with a 1% chance to hit. I really don't feel that's the best use of company resources, Charlie, having you shoot at that guy.
On it.
We're going to take a little bit of a adjustment move here with El Huge Axeman. We're going to have him rapid fire. Hit one. I got to assume this is going to miss. He doubled up, but it only did 1 damage. You know what? 1 damage, honestly, may have been enough. If Madonna Lady Grace Saccone can get him into view, which it looks like she can actually kill this fucker with her mind. And you know how Madonna did that, of course. She simply thought about running up and throwing some nice tongue kiss at the alien. The alien, of course, immediately fucking panicked beyond all reason. I'd really love to have Charlie Sheen run in there and start wheeling out the guns, but I can see that there are additional foes back there. Yeah, that's a mechtoid, so that would probably be a fucking horrible idea. It wouldn't necessarily be the worst idea in the world to have him try and slip in and maybe take a shot at the sectoid if we could get it, but I really don't like our chances of getting that shot. In all honesty, we're probably better off to try and engineer an Overwatch trap here, so let's just play it that way.
I feel, Commander.
K-Stu, you're probably okay. LT Gray, you're actually sort of the guy we want on point being the attractive target here. We're going to move the Chuckster to that full cover, drop him into Overwatch. Moose Lautner also flying into Overwatch for us, and let's see what path the aliens choose to approach from. Looks like they're coming out the long way, or that could be one of those floaters. There are still floaters in that pod that we haven't really dealt with.
Enemies in sight.
Alright, so the alien's also choosing to go conservative, although it looks like LT Gray's going to... Well, LT Gray and K-Stu double teaming a drone and not getting it done. We all noticed, guys. You don't have to confirm that the enemy is still alive when you do something remarkably stupid. Then again, it's not like the rest of the team can fucking criticize you guys, because none of them did any better, so... Yeah. Alright then. Fine shooting, everyone. All that time you guys have spent on the range, I gotta say, that shit has really paid long dividends for us. What is it with you and leaving enemies 1 short of dead, Huge Axeman? Is it some kind of odd compulsion that you have? I mean, you always hit with both shots on a rapid fire, despite the fact that you should not be doing that. So, no, maybe my criticisms are slightly overly harsh. There is that. 77% for Case. Yeah, we should have had K-Stu kill it with her brain. Oh wait, no, we couldn't. It's a robot. It can't be Mindfrayed. Never mind. That was not correct. LB Bray, you have no targets available because somehow you can't see that drone. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but whatever. Take your 81% here. I was hoping to have LB Bray get the kill and then go on to the auto Overwatch since he hadn't moved, but apparently Justin Bieber wants no fucking part of anything resembling a good plan. Why can Megan watch? She can't go on Overwatch because she has the heavy weapon. That's fine. Tiger Cougar Woods can go on Overwatch. Madonna can go on Overwatch. Charlie Winning Sheen, you have lock and load? You do not. Well, why don't you just go on Overwatch as well, then?
We're green to go.
Moose, you can reload. And that'll be the turn, then. Let's see what Team Alien decides to fire back with. I'm guessing the Mechtoid is going to run around the corner after getting shielded by one of these Sectoids. Yep, that was a pretty good guess on my part. Is that a miss, LT Gray? Your aim, LT Gray, has been highly suspect this mission, sir. You have not hit a single green in regulation. I'd just like to point that out. You also just got cored like a fucking apple by our friendly neighborhood Mechtoid there. So, you know, if you could maybe start doing a better job, we'd all appreciate it. In the meantime, let's go ahead and take this guy out of the equation with a nice little Psy Panic. He may have reactive sensors, in which case he'll take a shot at LB Bray. Nope, he's just going to run away, freaking out. That's fine. Now that that guy's dealt with, we could theoretically send Charlie Sheen in to try and do some damage for us. I really don't relish the thought of sending Charlie in blind. Let's bring him to here and see what he can see. You don't have lightning reflexes, do you, Charlie?
There's heavy fire in the zone.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that, Charlie, and I'm sorry. The heavy fire thing, you're just gonna sort of have to agree to deal with. He has a flank shot at that guy, and it's still only 40%. And despite the fact that it's still only 40%, we probably will take that shot. It's just, we're gonna take this one first, because it's free. 2 damage and a shred. Actually, the shred in that situation is not insignificant. That will give us additional damage on our enemies. And look at this! Charlie Sheen with the long fucking range kill. Nicely done, Sheen. So you got to shred some extra damage on our Mechtoid friend there. That was, that's some pretty fine work there, Charlie.
Good to go.
We're all very proud of you, Charlie. Everybody. Your mother and I,
On the move.
we never thought you'd make it to this great and glorious day, but damn if you didn't do it, Charlie. Damn if you didn't do it. We do have double tap, and this is going to waste it. So I'd prefer to not necessarily do that. Megan Desert Fox has... Alright, just... Why don't you dash to there, Megan? Taylor Moose Lautner, you can move and fire, which means theoretically you could move and also still shoot that guy.
Heading to that
We're going to have to abandon cover in order to do this, but honestly, I think it's worth the risk. All we have... that 17 damage was... 37 damage in a single volley from Taylor Moose Lautner. That was most decidedly worth the risk. Good sweet God, Taylor Moose Lautner. We never suspected that you would have had such a monumental blow ready for the enemy. But while it is a surprise, it's a pleasant surprise, sir. We're damn glad you brought that kind of level of play.
Starting to lose ground.
It's one sectoid falling back. I don't really know as you can call that losing ground. We do need to know what's going on inside this ship, though. So we're going to have Lady Grey do a little bit of dashing for us here. Possibly K-Stew as well. Charlie's not going anywhere. He's got to reload. Moose, we would definitely like you to try and find some sort of cover. Let's get you up to there. Tiger, you could really use a little patching up. I think we're going to dispatch El Bibre in the patching you up capacity. Move him over there. Then we'll wheel you around so you're in heal range for next turn, and we're going to plop you on Overwatch, Tiger. You keep an eye out for him, Tiger.
That's affirmative.
We should probably move Megan Fox at a dash if we're going to move her at all. But I'm dumb and didn't move her far enough, so we'll have Megan hunker down, I suppose. I want to leave Kristen Stewart out in the open to throw a battle scanner, but then again, I also don't want to leave Kristen Stewart out in the open, because that seems like a terrible idea. So I'm going to split the difference and not necessarily move her precisely where I want her, but make sure she is in cover. And then we're going to have her chuck this battle scanner down here.
We've got eyes on the AO.
We sure do. Thanks to you, Kristen Stewart, remembering to throw the right tool at the right time. I have to say I don't really feel that helped us out abundantly. So maybe it wasn't the right tool at the right time. Maybe I'm giving you more credit than you deserve, Kristen Stewart. Alright, Team Alien, what do you got? Still just the one sectoid, huh? Alright then. No idea what that guy is up to. Hey, Charlie, you think maybe you could... I should really stop having Charlie Sheen be first to move, because I keep forgetting that unlike all of our other assault troopers at this point, Charlie Sheen does not have lightning reflexes. One of these days that's going to come back to haunt me, but today is not that day, fortunately, for Charlie. I have Charlie double move. I think we'll probably just advance up this corridor. We've eliminated a very, very large number of our potential foes. I wouldn't mind seeing what's over here first, however. We have somebody who's maybe a little speedier. Where's Madonna? Oh, El Bibre, let's have you do your thing first, buddy. Go ahead and patch up El Tigre. El Bibre, El Tigre. The Latin duo there. Although I'm pretty sure neither one of them is Latin. I think Tiger Woods is Hawaiian.
I'm on the move.
I don't know, Justin Bieber's probably from, like, what, Indiana, Ohio? Seems kind of like bland and white bread and non-offensive. That the particular type of thing one would expect from Bieber.
I'm on the move.
Or at least a young Bieber. It's probably from somewhere more aggressive now. I'm sure he's moved. From the mean streets of New York now.
Rolling out.
Trying to decide what I want to do with the old moose here. Thinking double move. Let's have him up here in sort of a fire support position for El Tigre. Okay, Stu, you're just going to dash.
Double time.
Megan Desert Fox, it's going to be moving at a rapid pace for you as well, so let's have you hump that big laser of yours.
Yes, sir.
You, Real Steel Jackman, of course, also going to reposition, and that should end the turn for us. I have to imagine alien turn is going to be nothing. Still a floater somewhere. Alright, so apparently there's one lingering floater over in that area that we did not fully pick up. Probably a part of that pod. I'm going to guess he's like over in here or possibly on the roof. He could... There's a better than small chance that he's actually on the roof. We want somebody to come check this door out. You know what, Tiger? That sounds like a pretty good job for you. You're in reasonably good shape and pretty durable. If there's anything problematic in here, I have confidence in your capacity to deal with it. I mean, that confidence was completely and totally fucking misplaced because you absolutely and in no way can fucking deal with it, so... That puts us in a nice fuck box. Let's go ahead and get you out of that position as quickly as we can. So we've got to reposition and try and get ready for Team Muton here. This is... Taylor Moose Lautner actually has 2 very good shots. You know what? We're absolutely going to take these. I was going to say a double hit here could theoretically kill it, but... Yeah, that's why I don't say things like that, because inevitably those are the sorts of results I get when I say positive things to our troopers. It
We're green to go.
never works out. Megan Desert Fox also has... Well, she has vision, but she doesn't have the range. Let's try and get Megan in a little better position, and we're going to have her hunkered down, because with the big gun, that's really all she can do. K-Stu's probably going to go into Overwatch. As is, I think, he Real Steel Jackman. There's a very real chance we could get Real Steel a shot here, but I don't necessarily think it's worth the risk. Let's put him on Overwatch instead. What to do about Madonna? Wouldn't mind having Madonna go for a Mind Fray. Let's see if Madonna can see the enemy from here. She can. Alright, a Mind Fray is good then. Let's go for that. 89% chance for success for Madonna. Not fantastic, but it's much better chance than any of her recent albums have had for success, so we'll take a, we'll go for it. That should also limit that guy's grenade throwing ability, which is something I have legitimate concerns about. We're going to bring Charlie Sheen all the way over here. He won't be on Overwatch or anything, but he will still have close quarters combat. He should be relatively immune to any enemy action from that position. It's Overwatch for K-Stu. So, of course, Mr. Floater now picks this moment to rear his ugly head. Kristen with a miss. I have to assume this floater's going to get a flank shot on us. Yeah. Oh, nope, he's out of move. Alright, so this guy's coming forward. Just going to drop into Overwatch and regenerate the 1 health and damage that we did. I am actually okay with the way that turned out. So the floater is a bit of a problem. Moose... Oh, you have no chance of hitting that guy, do you? Alright. So not necessarily the best use of Moose's abilities. I think instead the better move is going to bring Moose over here and have him gun this puke down. Yeah, I called him a puke, and I meant it. He's a puke. So that's a kill then. That's fine.
Aye, aye.
Justin Bieber. Alright, so worst case scenario, we have Bieber panic that chump. That's a thing we can do. Megan Desert Fox also has actually 2 pretty good shots here with her double tap ability. We're going to start this off with a miss. Specifically, we're going to start it off with a miss. And I have to assume follow it up with another miss. Oh, no, 15 damage, a critical, and a shred. Alright, well that's not nothing. Real Steel, what do you got? Not shameful chances to hit, if we're being perfectly honest. 41% for Charlie. That brings our little friend down to 2 health. What are you doing here, Madonna? Let's have Madonna pull this Overwatch. This guy is Mind Frayed, so this has basically 0 chance to hit. Then again, Madonna has already been hit once through lightning reflexes. I mean, granted, that opponent was not Mind Frayed, but still. She's already failed what should have theoretically been unfailable. And no hit there, but it did apply a hollow targeting. Which is fine. I have to assume Charlie Sheen's going to be able to get this done for us. This is a can't-miss flank shot for Chuck. So, there we go. That's 1 Muton Elite dead, and we can then put Charlie on Overwatch, and that'll allow Charlie to do double duty for us. He can serve as both human butt plug with his close quarters combat ability, and in addition to being a human butt plug, of course, he can also look damn fine while doing it. I mean, let's face it, Charlie Sheen. He may be an unimaginable douchebag, but he is a pretty damn handsome fellow. Very aquiline features. I gotta say, he's sort of a classic beauty. if such a thing applies to a man like Charlie Sheen. Screw it. Screw you. I don't care if you agree or not. I'm going to call Charlie Sheen a classic beauty. I'll call him a classic beauty if I want. You can't stop me. Also, where did the rest of the fucking enemies go? Did they jump over this wall? I mean, there's a ladder there, but I'm not sure how they would have gone through a wall. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, at any rate. They could be trying to come around and do a little flanksy maneuver here and sort of sneak up our buttholes. Of course, aliens and buttholes go together like peanut butter and jelly, so it's not out of the question that they might try some butthole maneuvers.
Rack, tack, bang.
Moose, you really got to get some ammo in you, buddy. Why don't you go ahead and restock there? Beebs, I'm sort of comfortable with where you're at and what you're bringing. Why don't you go and Overwatch for us? Desert Fox, let's be a little more aggressive with you and try and get you in a little better firing position. You've got some extended range with the squad sight ability. K-Stew, again, I think probably let's go ahead and have you reload. I mean, you don't have an abundance of ammo. You can reload and still do your Overwatch thing, so you can go that route. We don't really want to get LT Gray out into a danger zone. If we see that ethereal, we can't leave LT Gray to stand there. Alright, so LT Gray sees nothing. Let's put him on Overwatch. Alright, so there is the ethereal. What's the direction indicator there? Alright, he's right over where we thought he might be. We're trying to lure him in. They're on the roof. Yep. Oh, shit. Well, this... Oh, lightning reflexes really fucked us here. So this guy is coming down on top of us with pretty much complete immunity to all of our Overwatch, and our entire team just fired at him. None of this is going to connect. Huge Axeman taking an opportunity to miss more than one fucking shot. That's nicely done, Huge. Let's hope this guy's out of movement or somebody's probably dead. So here come our Muton Elite friends. That's gonna... Yeah, that's not gonna tickle. Where did that guy come from? I'd really like to know. So we're in a world of shit. This is real ugly. Oh, it's about to get even uglier. Charlie Sheen. And panic from Madonna. Then again, Madonna has been shot to fucking pieces this entire mission and is yet to die. So we do have to give her a little bit of credit. Now, we have a problem in that we've got to get this ethereal dead. There's definitively no debate that he has to die. But in order to do that, we're going to need to take these guys out of the equation. We can do that with panic. Kristen Stewart cannot see that. That makes me real salty. Of course we can't panic that guy. Bieber, what's your chance on the Muton? The Muton Bieber. 87. That's not very good. Bieber can't fail to panic the Mechtoid, however. I have to assume that Kristen Stewart's chances are going to be slightly better. So what's the best way to deal with this? I think we bring the Beebs to this position. And then we have the Beebs panic the Mechtoid. Alright, if you would, Bieber. Thank you, sir. We appreciate that. Alright, so that's one problem solved for the next few turns. We've got that guy taken care of. Real Steel, we're going to need your firepower, buddy. Kristen Stewart, you're the one person we can sort of spare here. In that you're not going to be doing a whole lot of damage to the enemy. And I have to assume your chance to panic this guy's going to be considerably better. Yeah, it actually can't fail. So we're going to go ahead and have K-Stew in the Vortex armor work over our little friend there. That's going to push him back. That's fine. So now we've got some chances to work over our friendly neighborhood ethereal here. Tiger Woods is real badly hurt. I really would like to get Tiger. Tiger, how come you cannot see the ethereal? How can you not see him? The line of sight in this game really troubles me at times. It very sincerely troubles me. Alright, so we've got to make LT Gray the tempting target. The problem with that is we also don't want to be bunched up because we could easily get a rift drawn out of us. And a rift could be a huge problem for some of our troopers. What's your chance to hit this guy? 39%. Well, that's simply not good enough. Do we have anyone that could holo target him for us? Yes, Megan Fox could. She could also just shoot him twice. Megan Fox has excellent hit percentages. This is going to expose Megan to a very unhealthy level of damage, but we're going to need everything we can get out of Megan and her double tap. We simply can't afford to have her move. Fantastic work from Megan Fox. 27 aggregate damage, which is surprisingly good. Where is Taylor Moose Lautner? Moose, you got to have an almost can't-miss shot here, right? Actually, not as good as I would have expected.
Headed there now.
So we're going to move Moose very slightly. We're going to have the Moose rapid fire. Alright, so that's a hit. Hollow targeted. So we have increased the chances for the remainder of our troopers. And out of the rest of these guys, we got to get an aggregate of 9 damage. And it looks like Huge Axeman is going to get that 9 damage for us. Nicely done, Huge. Excellent teamwork, everyone. I'm very pleased with the way you guys kept your calm. Except for you, Madonna, of course. But let's face it, your panic is understandable. At your age, everything is sort of a little scary, so, you know, we can understand your proclivity for being a little worried. Also, those Medicare Part D premiums are fucking exorbitant, and you're going to be having to hit your deductible this year, Megan, or rather, Madonna, because you've, let's face it, taken a pretty damn unhealthy amount of damage.
I'm all over it.
Medicare ain't free, folks. I mean, it's good coverage, and you get what you paid for because it is subsidized. But even Madonna sometimes fears the medical bills. Although, actually, I don't think Madonna lives in the U.S. anymore, so she may not be eligible for Medicare. She's probably still a citizen, but I think she lives in the U.K. full-time, unless I'm mistaken. She's also probably going to get... Oh, never mind. I was going to say she's also probably going to get killed here, but that guy is not where I expected him to be. So, Madonna, you're in desperate need of medical attention, as we vastly discussed with our Medicare coverage, so why don't you fall back? Maybe while you're there, you could take the opportunity to do an ad for AARP. I mean, I know they're big on the Medicare supplementary insurance stuff. I see those commercials late at night all the time. Maybe you could do one of those commercials and help subsidize your eventual treatment. I mean, that might pay for it. I'm sure AARP doesn't expect you to work for nothing.
Let's do this.
Megan Fox is going to crack a reload. Kristen Stewart's going to try and find some fucking cover.
Heading out.
Also, I got to say, I'm pretty pleased with the way Kristen Stewart has performed on this mission. She has thrown, in this mission, the greatest grenade in the history of XCOM as far as damage goes. And in addition to a massively huge damage grenade, also had a critical panic. Without that panic, I really think we probably would have had at least one trooper killed. Charlie Sheen, I would have you charge that guy and try to kill him, but you don't have enough bullets in your gun, sir. So instead, we're going to have you fall back and reload.
Back online.
And we'll let that friendly neighborhood elite back there just sort of come to us. Also, I believe there's still a floater somewhere, so we need to keep him. There he is, right there. Little paratrooper assault here. Death from above. He is Zim Zam. Goddamn, he's airborne infantry. You know what? Let's have Kristen Stewart take a peek around this corner.
I'm rolling.
There's our friendly little gentleman. And for you, sir, we have a nice little present. It's a nice pineapple. A good holiday pineapple for you that has destroyed your cover and also done 7 damage. That's going to leave you in a very unfortunate position, sir. Anybody besides Bieber and Madonna see that floater? The answer is no. Madonna has, frankly, a abysmal chance to hit. We're really just looking for the hollow targeting here. Which, of course, we got, because we can't fail to get it, so...
Damage.
Probably going to be up to El Bibre to try and close that deal out. Are we going to be able to see this guy from here? Why am I almost certain if we move him there, we won't have vision on the enemy. So I'm not going to take any chances. I don't trust those walls. I just don't trust XCOM's line of sight determination abilities. Huge critical from Chucky Sheen there. Knife-wielding doll that he is. We're always glad to have Chucky on our team. Even though he isn't, you know, sort of the living embodiment of the soul of a convicted killer. You know who's not a fucking convicted killer, though? Justin Bieber. That guy, not a convicted killer, because fuck me, he can't hit a goddamn thing. Moose, is there any chance you can get a shot at that floater for us? I mean, if you hit it, you'll kill it. 100%. Well, it's dead then. Moose is not going to fuck us up. Yeah, 19 damage critical from the Moose. Killed him and then some. And that's Operation Forgotten Jester, folks. Taken care of. 25 aliens down on an intercepted abductor. Excellent work, everyone. I really am pleased with what the team brought to the table here. Madonna's going to be in a hospital for the rest of her career, but let's just assume she died. I mean, she is like 85 years old. It could have been natural causes. I mean, sure, she got hit by an inordinate amount of plasma fire, but on the death report, on the cause of death there, on her death certificate, It's going to say natural causes, because there's no way I'm getting that pinned on me. Charlie Sheen actually only wounded for 4 days for fighting tired, which is not really a problem. That's actually lower than the fatigue time for some of our other troopers. Not a problem. So it looks like taking Charlie Sheen was definitely the right choice there. I really feel if we had taken a weaker assault trooper, we may not have gotten the job done. Madonna, of course, out for the rest of the season with an Achilles heel injury. I don't really care about the loot. I'm actually curious what kind of loot you can get from an abduction, because we've never shot one down. 50 weapon fragments, 48 aliens. Actually, the loot from that is quite good. We actually made out sort of like bandits. We could build another ghost grenade if we wanted. Don't really want to, but I'm saying we could. Let's head to the gray market, get rid of our junk, and get this one tied up with a nice, pretty pink bow. Of course, everything's pretty in pink. That's the one thing we learned from Molly Ringwald and John Cryer. Also, John Cryer, let me just say, if your nickname is Ducky, don't ever fucking expect to get the girl, buddy. I mean, I know you got it in that movie, but that was a John Hughes film, and that's the only reason you got the girl, John. Alright, then. With our denigration of Ducky taken care of, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up. Of course, if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Your support really does mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see more XCOM on a daily basis, including, possibly, sometime, eventually, maybe, a Temple Ship Assault, as well as a beginning of a new run through Build 15, consider subscribing as well. But for now, thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.